if you have been dreaming of retirement since you entered the workforce, you might have a certain idea of what it looks like when you are no longer working. But there's a chance you might not start retirement when you thought you would, perhaps due to circumstances beyond your control. While life doesn't always go according to the plan, would-be retirees can make the best of a bad situation by delaying the retirement. Let's welcome on board Pankaj Mathpal, who is the MD at Optima Money Managers, and let's find out what his take is on to the word retirement and if people can plan to delay the same. Hi, very good evening, Pankaj, and always great to have you onto the show. Firstly, what are your takes on retirement and when do you plan or you see yourself retiring? I don't think that's coming anytime soon.
Good evening. Yeah, exactly what you said. That is a fact that I don't want to retire early because I enjoy my work. But if you talk about the planning, definitely every individual should plan in such a way that they have sufficient money when they are healthy. See, sometimes what happens, it's not like that you cannot work beyond 60 years of age, but sometimes that your health may not permit you. So the best thing is that you should have sufficient money um, at your age like 50 or before that. After that, if you enjoy your work, you can continue. But if you delay it, it may become difficult to accumulate that much wealth because of longevity, because of that inflation. And we need money to survive for long term. And that is why planning is important.
Pankaj, we will try to learn from you like how to plan the retirement, but a lot of young population definitely aspire to retire early. But as per your experience and as per your calculations, how do you what is your take that people should have this much money at least in order to retire early or retire at a planned age? Then what sort of a corpus they need to be having in terms of meeting their needs in the times ahead?
Correct. Srishti, I'll tell you, see, earlier you retire, more money you need. Because if, for example, you retire at the age of 50 and you consider a life expectancy of 90 years, 85 years, whatever, so it means from 50 to 90, you need to live on that money for next 40 years. If you retire at 60 years, then it means you need money for 30 years. So it means earlier you retire, more money is required for that. Second thing, to accumulate that much amount in a shorter period of time will be difficult. So practically, it is not possible all the times, though people definitely plan for that or they want to save more so that they can accumulate it. So you can definitely plan when you are early, as soon as you get your job, you get your first salary, you can start saving for retirement. But because practically, if you think, you consider inflation, you consider the life expectancy, because day by day life expectancy is increasing. So considering that fact, one should think very practical, start investing early, save more, save regularly, and invest in such products where you get inflation adjusted positive returns so that you can create wealth. But just for sake of saying, one should not think that I'll retire at 45 years of age or 40 years of age. Most important, how much wealth you will need or how much retirement corpus you need to survive for next 30, 40, 50 years. When you have sufficient money, you can think about taking retirement from your work.
But just wanted your take that what are your opinions on there could be some signs that you are not ready for retirement. What are your views on that? Which could be some of the red flags once somebody has taken a retirement, they might think coming back to the main workforce and working for some more time. We have seen some cases like that too. Yes. So on some of those red flags, then when should people literally think that they are not ready for an early retirement?
Yeah. See, first thing is that whether you have completed your financial goals. For example, children education, their marriage, etc. If those things are over, then only one thing is left, to manage your cash flow. So first thing is that whether you have completed your financial goals or a responsibility towards your family or not. Second thing, if those all things have been achieved, then it comes to having money for your post-retirement life. So you have to understand one thing, that whatever you spend today, your expenses tomorrow will be higher than that. So you have to do some calculation, assuming some number of years, that how much you expect to live after retirement. So because if a person is 60 years of age and consider 30 more years, so you should see, considering inflation of 6 to 7% on the incremental basis every year, means how much corpus you should have. You can do a simple calculation that today how much wealth you should have to get a regular cash flow for next 25-30 years. Now, basis of that, if you feel that you have sufficient money, then definitely is the time that you take break from your work. Otherwise, if not full time, at least part time some work, or you have to do something which gives you some money to manage your cash flow.
So much, Pankaj, for highlighting all those details for our viewers, that when can they actually plan to retire, what sort of a corpus they need to be having, as well as what could be some of those red flags that they need to take a step back and think that is this the right time to retire early or not, and this will definitely help our viewers to take the right decision for themselves. But with this, viewers, it's time to slip into a short break, but don't go anywhere. As we come right back, it's time to take all your portfolio related queries and we'll get them resolved with Pankaj itself. So stay tuned for us, and you can also write to us ASAP so that we can take your query live with us.